everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 building challenge. Today, I'm going to be doing an experiment. I'm going to be getting inspired by a very traditional game inside a game that I truly love, which is The Sims. I'm going to be doing a Dominoes inspired house. Dominoes is a very old game. It has a pretty interesting history about it. It has roots in China, but I think the first time it ever developed into its modern shape was in Italy. And this was a game that I played when I was a kid. So I thought to myself, how can I make this in The Sims? How can this innocent childhood game of mine inspire a build to create something different? Well, guys, I'm about to show you today. That looks really cute though, doesn't it? Just like a little piece lying on the ground. I found this website that can generate you domino pieces. As well as that, you can decide what's the biggest number on the piece. Why don't we go through all of these numbers? For instance, if I say 9, I know that the biggest number will be 9. I could then go into The Sims and the number on each tile, so just say 3 in this one and 3 in this one, will determine how many walls I can add to create a space. So in the end, I'm going to have 7 pieces. Each piece is going to have technically 2 rooms. So that's going to be a lot of different rooms. I think I'll do 5 by 5 tiles for the big numbers, but maybe for the smaller numbers, we will actually make it a smaller room as well. So for instance, if I rolled 6 for this room, I could essentially go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and create a whole separate area and then just have another 6, just say in that corner. I think the rules of this are going to be pretty loose because at the end of the day, I feel like this is more so an experiment challenge than anything. So if you are enjoying the sound of that and if you have moderate hopes that this will work, please don't forget to subscribe. But anyways, let's generate the first piece. So I am going to start with number 3 as being the first number category. So I'm going to generate 3 times and the third one is going to be my piece. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got 3 by 1. So I am going to just create the pieces first and then we could kind of decide where we want them. Is this the size that I want? I mean, if it's going to be 3 by 1, we could essentially make it even smaller and we could actually have some really tiny rooms, but then I still have to add 3 walls to this. I guess the first wall could be kind of easy because I could just create like just a little wall there and I could put like a bookcase or even like a little door inside there as like a little archway. But then on this side, I'd have to have 3. So I could close this off all together and do like a walk-in closet. This could be like my entrance area. Oh, I should make the house black and white because of the dominoes. They kind of give me like a black and white feel. And maybe we could have like a walk-in closet area here. Or else this could have been the bathroom. That also could have been a good idea. Like if I go for one of these here and then one of these here, we could essentially have like a fun little dressing room. Wow, so fun. Inside there looks like it would be the perfect space for a bookcase. Actually, even maybe one like this, and I could even pretend that underneath it we've got like a little poof. Well, I'm not going to pretend, I'm just going to do it. I know this poof is not going to be functional, but it kind of looks cute, like a little hidden section, and these both can be like still my hallways. I've done a build in the past where I did just black and white colors, and I thought it was really interesting. It would be kind of fun to do it here as well, but maybe I will actually try and make this look good because I kind of have a feeling this could end up being like a little maze challenge. Wow, what a beautiful little home, don't you think? Don't you agree? I think we should generate another piece to start adding rooms because I don't know where to put the door, so I don't want to decorate. Right, so the next number I'm going to go into 4. So let's generate 3 times once again. So 1, 2, did I click? And 3, 4 by 1. Lovely. 4 by 1. I think I'm going to do the bigger sizes next. Or maybe I could do 2 small, 2 medium, and then 3 really big. Maybe let's do that. I know I'm like creating my rules as I'm going, but I think that's like a part of the fun. Adding 4 walls into a 3 by 3 tile room is gonna be kind of hard, but then again, I guess that's what I wanted. It's like I create these challenges and then I'm like, oh, this is too hard. And then I'm like, Andrea, this is your own challenge that you just created. I haven't researched this one at all. Maybe if someone has done this in the past, that's fantastic and I applaud them for the creativity, but I don't really like searching these challenges sometimes because I really wanted to try figure this out myself and I don't want to get influenced by others. Logically, if we are playing dominoes, I'd have to connect these pieces. So maybe I should actually create all of my pieces first and then we connect them because this is, oh no, wait, this is 1. So I could actually connect these 2 together already. It's actually really hard to remember what numbers they are. So maybe I actually will use these because I actually can't focus. Like I can't concentrate. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do this. So if this is gonna be 1, I also could, I suppose, just add, I mean, I don't really know where to add the wall. I guess I could add a wall in the middle. I don't really know what room this could be. This could be a little bathroom, actually. Hold on a while. We could probably just do like a little enclosed shower like this. And then 4 on this side is gonna be tough. 4 would allow me to divide the space in half again, but why the heck would I want to do that? But then I also don't really want to do something like this because I think that's just gonna be really weird. Why don't I actually just do this? And this little room could be... What could this be, Sandra? Think. I mean, okay, look, logically, if we're moving this together... Oh, this doesn't connect as one room. That is really annoying. I guess I'm gonna have to put this here and then this like that. Okay, so I've moved it. Look, 1 is touching 1 and 4 is there by itself. I don't know if that's the right choice, because what I wanted to do is maybe create like a little boiler room scenario. I've really been obsessed with doing those recently, where like, you know, you get those like boilers and stuff. Oh wow, so cool. Like we got a boiler. It makes sense that this is where the boiler is, because this is also where the bathroom is. Yes, the boiler heats up the bathroom water. But I'm interested to hear your guys' feedback on this. Where is the electrical box? Am I blind? I always like get so excited listening to you guys' feedback on like what I should do next, because I feel like a half of my ideas is actually your ideas too. I mean, I don't know where this idea came out of. I just woke up one morning and I was like, oh, dominoes, ideal. Like no one really needs this challenge, but I'm interested to see where we can create, where we can take this. This is gonna be our little boiler room. I don't know why Chipper gets added into the boiler room. And now I'm thinking that this could be a little hallway. So we could almost do one of those bathrooms that you guys always tell me about, where, well, you don't always tell me about it, but that has 2 entrances to it. So we can enter it through this hallway and then this hallway also, which, I mean, that's beautiful. Isn't, what the heck am I making? Right, I think I'm gonna go for another tile. So since I did 2 small sets, I'm gonna do 2 big sets next. And by that, I mean, I'm gonna go into number 5. So let's generate 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we got 4 by 3, which is ideal because we've got a 4th tile. I know this is gonna look a bit silly because I've just made my tiles bigger, but honestly, this whole house is gonna look silly, so I think that part is over. Okay, so if I maybe start attaching this to this, maybe I should do 4 attaching this way. Or else actually, wait now, I could attach 3 onto here and we could bring 3 coming out of here and extending onto that way. Could actually potentially allow me to, like, if I get another 4, because I know like obviously in dominoes, you're not allowed to put a tile in there. Since this is The Sims and this is a Sandra domino challenge, I'm thinking maybe I should be allowed to then either, wait now, so this is going to be 3 of the way, like I still can't see the numbers. Like I still have to help myself. But anyways, this tile inside here, if I either roll a 1, a 3, or a 4, I could still chuck it in here, I think. So we can create like a bit of a Sims looking house, I suppose. But this way then I could create like another door, like whatever this room is going to be. Maybe like a nice kitchen and dining room. That could be kind of fun. But then again, I've got to add walls first. So Sandra, let's not get too excited. Okay, got to add 3 walls into this space, which now that I think about it, I don't think I want this to be a kitchen. Maybe I'll wait for the bigger tiles to be the kitchens, but maybe this could be, oh wait, we could do like a fun kids room. Maybe if we're adding 4 walls here, this is 1, this is 2, I could do 3 and 4. Whoa, what happened to my lighting? This technically could be a kids room. We could put like a little bed in here, right? Oh wait, this could be like a kids room, but also their like playroom, because these kids are of course spoiled. So this could be like their little fun playroom. And then this could be, okay, wait, now I still have to add 3 walls in there, but just forget about it. But this and could be another fun dresser area for the kids. That actually isn't too bad of an idea, because like you could just have a nice like section to get dressed. It would be fun if I could add a bathroom in here though. So now that I think about it, hold on a while, let's remove this idea. If I move this wall over here, this kid could have a little ensuite. We could actually maybe do the kid's bedroom inside here. Okay, so this is what I've done instead. So we've got the ensuite. This is where the bedroom is, their dresser, so they can get dressed, go to the bathroom. And then they've got like a little homework section here. But this will be like a fun little play area that we can decorate. But like the homework section is, you know, nice and like tucked tucked away so you could like really focus and not get distracted by the toys, which honestly I think is a brilliant idea. So we've got something good going on here. And then over here, I still don't know. We could be attaching some other rooms. I guess that's kind of all I'm going to do. But so far, what a beautiful house. Wow. Right, guys. So we're moving on to number 6, which this is also going to be the 4x4 size room. So let's generate 1. That didn't do anything. 1, 2, 3. 1 by 1. Okay, that's so boring, but okay. That actually proves my theory that I could do 1 here and then 1 here, because this is 1, and I think by my rules, I should be allowed to do 1 and 1. I mean, again, that goes against everything that the dominoes actually stand for, because you shouldn't be able to intersect them like this, but I don't care. This is my Fun Sims challenge. The other option is to add it here onto this portion, but do I really want that? I guess this really nicely just like fills in that shape. So it is starting to look like a bit of a house, and we can even actually go upstairs maybe, or maybe let's not. Maybe in this video, let's not go upstairs. Let's just go back on this lot. Maybe we could try this again and go upstairs, but I think I'd only get confused. You guys can let me know how an upstairs would work, because I'd have to do, actually, I have no idea what I'd have to do. But anyways, we've got to do 1 singular wall. So I suppose as you're walking through, you could start creating some sort of like living spaces. We still will have 3 other sets of dominoes to roll for, which technically results to a lot of extra rooms. So I don't know what the heck I'm going to put into these rooms. I haven't really thought about that. So maybe this could also just be an extension of like a little reading room, you know? We're just going to sit down and relax. Maybe I could just put 1 singular wall here, right? And this could be a really good way to maybe put like a little archway here. And this archway will lead us to another room. Also, this room has no windows. It kind of would be really interesting if maybe I use that like modular couch, like this thing. Like you pick out your little book and you sit down, get your little cup of tea. And then on this wall, we could just do like a random little table and like a mirror above it or something. Okay, this could be like a little walk-through space, right? So we can just like read. It's an extension of this room. Well, I kind of like the idea that, you know, these rooms are all connected. So this could actually become a dining room. But if I do like a round table, we could create something like this, right? And your Sims should still be able to walk around this. I mean, it's a little bit of a weird room because you'll have to be like, oh, excuse me there, excuse me. You just got to squeeze through some chairs. But then I could add like a kitchen, and then the other part of the domino could be like a pantry, because next we'll be moving on to the giant pieces, which is kind of scary, but the giant pieces would allow me to do nicer spaces. But maybe this is okay as like a little dining section. Yeah, maybe let's do that, but let's spin for another piece because I feel like I need to visualize where the kitchen should go. Right, so we're moving on to piece 7. So let's generate 1, 2, and 3. So we've got 5 by 5. Ooh, we've got no 5s yet. Wait, what do I do now? Damn it. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to do like an outdoor piece. Oh, since we don't have any of those numbers that I could connect. So we've got 4, 3, 1, 4, 1, even 3 over here. Maybe 5 and 5 could be like a separate entity altogether. And we could do like a little garage, greenhouse. I don't know. I mean, I knew I would have had to get creative in this challenge. I just didn't think I'd have to get creative this fast. But also, I've got to add 5 walls to all of this. Look, I can make something interesting out of this. So imagine this could be like a little garage area. Oh, I could even do 1, 2, 3. No, because we'll have to walk through this section. So maybe you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you may be like, oh, that's really weird. What the heck is that? And you may be right. That is a little weird. But maybe we could pretend that this is like a little workshop where I could add like these shelves and pretend that these are all like specifically installed shelves. We could have like some of these things, like, oh wow, it'll just be such a great space. We can even actually do like a garage door here. No, it doesn't have to be like fully functional, but I think something like that has a very like interesting take on a space because we're creating something custom here. So it looks like they really just got a carpenter to come in and really help them in designing their bespoke space, you know. Then we go to the back here, and this could be like a home gym. This could be like a little garden. This could be a lot of different things. We could also essentially create a separate room in here because we've got 5 tiles to add. So I could create this. Actually, a greenhouse wouldn't really make sense because if I want to do like greenhouse walls even, How do I make this work, you know? Unless we just do like a really small greenhouse. But also this is, as well as that, this is also like a little home gym. So we could have like a few little planter pots, nothing crazy, you know, they're dabbling into the idea of gardening, but they also really love working out. So don't ask any more questions about this room. So we've got like a couple of different ideas, and obviously these two are disconnected because this is a garage, and also because the tiles were 5 and we don't have 5 anywhere in the house. I'm gonna move on, and I'm absolutely terrified we're gonna get 5 again, because then I'd have to connect onto this, which is not gonna be good. But if in some way I get a 5 and a 4, just say, I will attach the 4 here and move the house a little bit over so we can attach the 5 to the 4. But we are moving on to number 8 now. So this will mean that the highest number of tiles will be 8 in each domino piece. So let's generate 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we've got 3 by 2. I can work with this. I've never been so excited about domino pieces in my whole life. We've got 3 and we've got 2. So essentially I can't do anything here. Also, I still don't know how to get into this room, but just don't worry about it. So if I do 3, I could then also do 2. And this really nicely holds my idea of this becoming a kitchen. So imagine this. We just get a nice archway, a big one in this case. We can pretend that this room is pretty much opened with the other space. Oh wait, no, this needs to be bigger. Oh, my apologies. This has to be a lot bigger. So wait, I might have to remove this window. Maybe I'll move that window over like here. Yeah, that probably will also look a bit better on this side. Wait, it's gonna have to be like this. So it's technically 5 by 5 that we're doing. But then I guess I'm not gonna connect any more rooms to this side. I'd rather like make the house go around this side, because technically we only have 1 extra block to add. Actually, I have no bedrooms. Wait a second. I have no bedrooms except for the kid. So the only person that lives in this house is a kid. So what we're gonna have to do in the next one is hopefully connect a sitting room, unless we do sitting room in this, and then we do like a bedroom and an office space. Well, all I know is that this should definitely be the kitchen, because like we just need a kitchen here. Islands are not something I do very often because they're not a very common thing in the houses that I lived in. I guess the houses that I lived in were quite small, so I never really thought about it that way. But this could be like a really pretty kitchen. But now that I think about it, this probably should be a sitting room, because I need some bedrooms, and I also do love to do like an office space. Yeah, guys, this could be good. And then this back here becomes a hallway, hopefully, for another room. Because wait now, because what if I get... Oh, you know what? No, I'm not going to speak too soon in creating this space. I'm not going to even say that this is a hallway, because if I spin for the next piece, it's going to be 5. Then I'll have to attach the bedroom to the office space. How the heck am I going to make that work? We also don't have a 6 yet, which 6 is a very common number. Or 9. Oh my God, I'm so confused. Okay, I think so far it's not looking the worst. We've got 1 bathroom and the child has an ensuite, so good for them. We've got this mysterious room. This is like the back rooms of my house. I guess maybe this could just be like a specific hallway that just goes into the boiler, like behind the sink. Like we could just pretend that the sink needs like constant boiling support. So if the boiler ever breaks, oh, don't worry, we just go through the bathroom and fix the boiler. It reminds me of my 1 tile challenge that I'm doing at the moment. But look, okay, 1 last room, because this is the last room, isn't it? Yeah, because I'm supposed to have 7 pieces and I've 6 so far. So I think we should generate our last piece, which is going to have number 9 as the largest amount of tiles, which this could screw me over so bad. But look, I guess this is the challenge. So guys, let's generate the last piece to hopefully bring this together. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Damn it. So we've got 5 and we've got 6. Oh no. 5 is here. We've got no 6. I just knew it. I knew that 6 was a very common number every time I played dominoes, and we don't have a 6 anywhere. So I'm gonna have to attach the bedroom to the garage and then also the office space. So you're telling me that the kid is going to be living in this wing of the house and the parents are going to be living in this wing of the house? That's fantastic for the kid, honestly. Okay, so I'm going to have to move this back a tile, just say. Even actually 2 tiles. I know this is... Oh, I moved to 3 tiles. That's fantastic. I know this is a little bit of a clunky way of doing this, but I have no better ideas. But then I could add 5 as the piece that's joining onto here, and then 6 being this piece. No! This is so bad. I'm going to have to think. think and really think of a really good scenario here. I'm usually kind of good at like thinking about a really silly reason for why the house looks like this. But honestly, at this point, I am running out of ideas. I mean, if I had one more tile, I could maybe connect these two rooms together because that is a perfect 5 tile. Do we just roll for one more and hope that we either get a 6 or a 2? But then if I don't get a 6 or a 2, then I'm stuck with 2 extra rooms that I have to do. Because now I'm thinking, okay, that this could actually be okay. So we could have, oh no, we'd have to have a proper entrance way because we don't want to be entering through this portion. So we could have like a little separate front door, just say here. This could be a really nice like little office space. We could have a nice desk or even an artist studio. That would make sense. We can even join it up to the gym. I mean, who's going to stop us at this point? And then this could be a nice bedroom in the back. You know, the parents, they like to be very separate from the main headquarters. So that could be a nice little bedroom. Oh, I still have to add. Oh my God, I never added walls. Oh, okay. I just totally got distracted by how difficult this challenge was that I forgot to add my own walls. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, I gotta add 3 walls to my kitchen. No, this could be like a little utility space. Oh no, that's 4 walls that I've added. Wrong, totally wrong. I could do this. 1, 2, 3. This could just be a really small utility space, like really small. And then the sitting room. I guess the sitting room's fine. Like I wouldn't even be too worried about this room. I could even do a really cool like little fireplace idea with the walls. So if we get like a big enough fireplace, I think there's actually this new one that we've got in this kit. I could try actually using this one and we could add some like really cool paneled walls here. We get like a panel all the way back there. That is pretty cool, guys. We will make this work. So those are 2 walls. Now, I realized this master bedroom has to have 6 walls added. My God, what? Why? No, actually, Sandra, don't even be upset because we could do a lovely bathroom here. Can we though? I could do a small bathroom like this. So that's 4 walls. I still will need to add a bed. So the bed could actually fit here, right? We just won't have bedside lockers or else we'll have like the really small bedside lockers. And then we still have to add 2 walls, which I guess I could also do another like little thing like this where I just add another walk-in wardrobe, guys. We're fashionistas in this house. We love to get dressed up. And yeah, that should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's perfect. We are the fashion queens of this universe. Actually, I could probably move the bed this way. See, this is why I love those challenges because they do really make you create spaces that you normally wouldn't really be creating. Like, would I ever be forced to create this layout for a bedroom? No. And would I ever do it with the right mind? No, I wouldn't. But this way, it makes me think that, you know, this could work. This could be kind of interesting. And then over here, we could have a lovely little sitting area because everyone needs a beautiful sitting area in their bedroom. Lovely, guys. We love to see this. That's fantastic. Now, we still have to figure out the office space, which, I mean, we've got 5 tiles, so we could actually split the office space into 2. But the way that I've positioned this door makes me think that there's not much I could do here, or else I could just create like a little hallway entrance so that the bedroom almost feels like it's like a separate house altogether and it's not attached to like the woodworking part of the house. And I could even add an archway into this room to make it feel like this is like the mud room of my gym. This is the mudroom of my bedroom. And then this becomes then like a really nice hefty space that I could maybe potentially put an artist studio in here because I don't know what else to do, guys. And I think an artist studio would be really nice because I could even use those like really big canvases, you know, like these things. This could be really interesting. And I could even do a desk inside here. Like, you know, the possibilities are endless inside this room. So I think that's going to have a really nice feeling. But I absolutely still hate the fact that my bedroom is detached from the main room, like the main house. This makes me really uneasy because like, what if the kid needs help? What if there's a fire and the kid is like stuck inside this house and the fire would start here so it would spread into the kid room? Do I just add one more and like hope that we either roll for a 6 or a 2 or even a 1 at this point? If I roll a 1, I could add it here. What are the odds, guys? What are the bloody odds? Or else even if I get a 4, I could add the 4 onto this piece and somehow connect them 2 together. Will I try it? I'm gonna do it, guys. So we could go down to 6 being the biggest number. I'm going to try my best to connect this house together. I'm looking for a 6, a 2, or a 1. Right, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, we got 5 and we've got 1. Guys, we're safe. Guys, we're home. Finally, we're home. Wait, now this is 1, right? And this is 5. I can connect this somehow. Guys, I have an idea. I'm gonna have to move everything out of the way for 2 seconds. If I move these out of the way, then, yeah, let's do smaller shape. And we've got 1, and then we've got 5. Stay with me. That's 1. And that's 5. So then what? Yes, okay, I got it. Then I move this all the way back up here. We don't really care about this room. This is just the garage. No, wait, that's not gonna work. Wait, I need a bigger lot. So then this will connect back onto here where it was originally. And this could just go back there. And one way or another, we have an area that would allow me to connect the sitting room area, the dining room, or whichever you prefer. I can even also pretend that this is just like a little walkway room. This could be maybe another little office space. So maybe we could actually create that as like the really artsy studio. And this could just be like more like a fancy writer's office, you know, like that kind of way. And then technically we've got everything. So we could play with the narrative that maybe these people really loved like their working out and stuff. So they can really quickly access the gym. And they have a small little bathroom on this side. Yeah, so everyone has a bathroom. There's a bathroom at every corner of the house. So I think that should be okay. The only weird thing about this house is this little boiler room, but honestly, I don't really care that much about that. Honestly, I don't mind. Now, this also has to have 5 tiles. Are you kidding me? Maybe I could turn this into an office space and this could become like another walk-in closet or something. Or else we could do another bathroom here. That actually wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Like, honestly, it kind of would be annoying if you're like in the sitting room. You need to go all the way over there to the bathroom. So maybe this could be another bathroom. Because I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So then that becomes a hallway. This house is just, it should be just called hallway. We've got a hallway and we've got bathroom, which even the bathroom can be accessed maybe through like this space. Well, now that I think about it, maybe there should be an archway here so that you can access the kitchen. Maybe you don't access the kitchen through the sitting room. Maybe that's what we do. And then we can access the bathroom through this little office space hallway. Okay, what the heck? That looks like a dog. I actually really like the complexity of this. And now we see all of our like little shapes here. Have I added? Oh wait, no, sorry, I forgot to add a wall here, which is fine. I could just add another like wall here, something we could do a bookcase. That is, I think, everything. I feel like I've missed. Oh wait, this room has no wall. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. This room needs 1 wall. Okay, I'm gonna have to rethink this dining room. Oh, that's bad. Unless I do, maybe actually we could just do this. Let's do a smaller archway. How many of you guys were screaming at that part? I don't blame you, to be fair. I'm screaming at myself for forgetting. And then just like another like little wall on this side. So then I could still create maybe just like a smaller round table, or else we could do a square table. This is a really lovely one from one of the new kits. Actually, if you guys still want to win that kit, you've got until, I'm looking at my calendar over there, you've got until tomorrow. So I'll be picking a winner for the 2 kits, the Modern Retreat and Garden to Table. I'll be picking a winner tomorrow. So if you still want to win, you guys should. I'll be picking 2 winners. One of each of the winners will win one of the kits. You get the drill. I think it's still a nice thing to do, even in the times that we're in, to celebrate, you know, the positivity. And I think that's always very important. I'm gonna move us to a different lot and start working on the house a little bit so that you guys can see the vision, because at the moment this still looks like something went wrong somewhere, and I totally see that, but I'm gonna fix this. Right guys, so this is what I've done to my little house, right? So I've moved it onto a different lot and I designed it in, as you can see, a little bit of a domino way. So I mean, no, it's not necessarily like really domino-y. Okay, I prefer that darker, but I just decided to use kind of black and white colors because that's kind of what I think about when I think about dominoes. I did this like little domino roof pattern, which was kind of cool. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but you get the gist. So then out the back, we've just done like this little area. Then I've also done this little door, which I suppose I'm going to change to like this gray color. So you can kind of exit throughout this way. I mean, I will probably take some time to work on this. Probably a little bit off camera too, because this is a really big house, but I just kind of wanted to show you. I've also done a little domino like back gardening section. So you can see the 4 and the 3 hanging out here. We've got like a bin nook over here, which I kind of thought looked like a little domino as well, you know, like 1 and 1. I don't know. So then we've got this cute little tree because I thought it was quite pretty because it also had like little dots, like little domino dots. But yeah, we've got like different entrances to the house in multiple different ways. I mean, it's a little bit confusing because you can also enter the house through this way. You can enter the house through this way. You can enter the house this way and this way. So I mean, this is a burglar's dream. This house is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, then for the inside of the house, I think I will just make it like nice and colorful and just, you know, make it kind of like the polar opposite of what the outside of the house is, because, you know, the outside is quite dark, but I think this could be pretty cute if we make it like really lovely and like kind of colorful. But yeah, guys, that is what we've got going on. So I guess we are sticking to this idea of this being the boiler room, unless we do like a back storage area, which I think it's kind of weird. Look, maybe we actually just pretend that that is actually how we enter back there. So since it's like a little back room, maybe we could consider using this wall. This wall is pretty interesting, just purely because it literally looks like it would be the insides of your walls, you know, like before you like painted and stuff. Maybe actually even the flooring here, we could just make it a little bit more kind of wooden like this. Yeah. Okay, guys, that's our little back rooms. Yeah, we've got a lot of bathrooms. I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of bathrooms. But then again, the house is so like widespread that I suppose it does make sense. Like, I mean, this would be a lovely bathroom for like the people that are hanging out in the front part of the house, you know. Then like the kid has their own bathroom. Then maybe if you're in the sitting room, you use this bathroom, and obviously then you've got your own okay, excuse me, I can't speak, ensuite. So yeah, I think it looks kind of interesting. So I might do a couple of like the random bits, like the, you know, I always do my garage the same. I'll do the bathrooms, and I might do all of these kind of hallway areas by myself, and then we can maybe do like the kids room together, because I know you guys like to watch that, and maybe a little bit of the sitting room and the kitchen, because I know some of the new items from the kits that came out. Okay guys, so I actually did the kids room because I actually got a little bit overwhelmed doing this room, because I started off with the bathroom and the bathroom was doing okay, and then I decided, oh, I'm gonna do pink, right? So I got inspired by this cat mirror, right, that I never really use. Then I was like, oh, let's make this room really pink, and now I absolutely hate this room, and I don't know whether it's, obviously maybe it's the layout because this is a domino challenge, or I don't really know. So I'm not very proud of this room. So I kind of started doing it, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna show them that I'm doing this. This is kind of bad. So maybe you guys can give me some like children tips. Well, that sounds really weird, but like kids room tips, because honestly, like the way that I do my kids rooms is kind of like halfway like really cute and modern and contemporary, and then the other way like super cluttered. Like I like the idea of like the kids sitting on the floor playing, you know, like maybe just like interacting with some objects, and we've got like some of the activity stuff, and then we of course have like the homework section. But like this room was really weird, I don't really like it. So let me know what you think of that idea. But I've also completed some of these sections, so they're just really basic, kind of like little welcome sections, and then the bathroom is lovely and blue and cute. So yeah, so far I'm just kind of going through and deleting my little dots from the rooms as well, because I kind of forgot that I still have like all of these dots there. So I'm just gonna continue doing a little bit more, and then we might do the kitchen and sitting room. Right guys, so I have completed the majority of the house. So as I said, I did all of like the areas that I've actually built so many times in the past. So this is like our little office workshop. Then we've got our beautiful little gym. I actually added a dance floor, which I thought was pretty interesting. Then we've got some gardening pots and plants. I think these all should be functional here. I mean, it mightn't be with all the clutter that I put around, but you can always just move it if you want this house, which is a strong if, because I'm not sure if many people will want this house. Also, for realism, I've added doors that you can, like, it looks like you can lock it, because this house has so many different entrances. I kind of wanted to make sure that you can either lock this whole side of the house, or else just lock this portion of the house, just for safety, I suppose. I've also added some not fire alarms, I probably should add them, but some burglar alarms. And then we've also got this beautiful little studio space, which is one of my favorite things to do. This bathroom is the exact same as the other bathroom, just slightly different. We've got this little other mudroom front entrance area, of course, with a burglar alarm. Then we've got this kind of like hallway slash little maybe office space nook. So that leaves me with really just the dining room, kitchen, and sitting room and bedroom left to do. So I thought that maybe we could do those together. So I kind of wanted to start off with the sitting room because this fireplace is really getting me inspired to create something really cozy. I mean, looking at the swatches, there's multiple different ways that you can take this, but I'm kind of thinking, could we go like really warm and cozy and wooden? Okay, I need to remove this dot. This is also a new couch as well, so I'm thinking let's go kind of brownie vibes. I don't know. I've also created a little bit of like a wooden texture there as well. For the walls, I kind of want to do this black color. Again, like it's a lot. This black, I'm not gonna lie, it is a very intense color, but it kind of has a pretty cozy vibe here, and it has a little bit of like a fancy feel to it. I also really want to use maybe this new rug. If there is a potential oh god, okay, this doesn't size very good, unfortunately, but I guess I could still kind of make it work here. I guess we don't really want to put too many things by the fireplace. I feel like maybe I could add some like brown stone, or even like, actually, because it makes sense, because don't we, okay, is there not like a black swatch of this? I thought there was. I guess we've got this. This thing actually matches up above there. Do you see like the little stones? That's pretty interesting. So I guess in this sitting room, we will add maybe like another chair, and then we could also add the matching chair to this sofa. Although, no, sorry, scrap that idea. I'm actually going to pair it with this. I'm actually going to make this chair black so that it brings in a little bit of like that dark black wall texture. I guess I don't really need anything back there, so maybe we could just fill that place up with like a big plant or something. I actually really love this plant. I think this one's really stunning, and it does actually have some interesting swatches that you could merge with some other plants. So I think I might try and combine these two together like as a little plant duo. That's very cute. I guess maybe on that wall behind there, just because I don't really want my Sims kind of going back there, I could just put like something kind of like this even. I mean, it's a little bit awkward, but maybe this will kind of have just like a feeling of like, oh, there's just nothing back there. Like, don't go back there. It's just a little decorative weird shelf. Maybe I'll bring everything forwards a little bit, but you get the gist. Like, you don't have to go back there. Okay, so I'm adding some stuff around. This is what I've done here. It's kind of interesting. It's like a specific kind of looking space that I don't usually do. So I think maybe underneath there we could also add maybe like a little black poof like this, and maybe we could also add like maybe not this chair, maybe this chair inside there as well, just so that we know that we can have like extra guests over. If they want to come over, they will have somewhere to seat themselves. That's what I wanted to say. Then maybe on this wall we could do a little collage, you know Sandra with her collages. We could do something like this, and then maybe in this corner we could just have like a nice warm light. Maybe, oh no, that's a bit weird. Maybe just this one's quite pretty. Okay, so that is a very simple sitting room. Sorry, that's a sitting room, Sandra. It's a very simple sitting room, but I think with how crazy the house is, it's kind of nice to have like a little bit of like a neutral space. Okay, let me do the kitchen next, which the kitchen should be quite fun. I am going to keep the wooden flooring in the kitchen, which I don't often do. So today's the day that we get to explore that a little bit, but I think it just makes sense, especially when you're like combining rooms together, like the dining room and stuff. I think it just makes a lot of sense, and something is telling me, which is a quote that I keep saying and you guys are laughing at me, but something is telling me to do this room like a dark green. What if we actually just go crazy? Like, let's go crazy with the dark green. Inside here, then we could do, I'm kind of thinking if there's a stone, maybe we could just have some of this white brick, because we have that on the outside over there, so maybe we just had some left over and we added that there. Okay, so this green looks so lovely with this wooden floor, so I'm very excited to try and make that work. And maybe should I go for some dark kind of cabinets too? Like maybe this thing actually would look quite pretty here. We could add maybe just 2 of these like that. Oh, and then these chairs. These are quite interesting as well. I'd have to, I suppose, have my fridge maybe over here. Or else the fridge can actually be over here, because we don't have a door into that section of the house there. So maybe we actually do a fridge here and we do a stove over there. Maybe let's do 2 stoves. Like, this family is just like really fancy. And also, considering the parents live so far away from the kid, maybe they don't even share a stove. They live their 2 separate lives. There we go. We've got an extractor fan. I might just raise this window up a little bit so there's like a little bit of a gap behind there. Yeah, that doesn't look like a bad kitchen. Now that I think about it, that green is pissing me off a little bit. I think I want it to be a little bit more neutral. I think I might go for this one. This is definitely more so like a dead green, but I think it's just not as intense. So I'm adding clutter, but I don't really want a lot of clutter. I feel like this is definitely more so like a chill kitchen. Like we don't have too much here. It is definitely... It's the aesthetics that are more important in this kitchen than the actual cooking, I feel. And I don't know why. Every once in a while, I like to do like the total opposite and really have like a proper hearty kitchen that's like really cluttered and really cute and like really family oriented. Whereas this one is like the total opposite. This one, they don't cook. They don't like cooking. They actually just get someone in to cook for them. That's exactly what they do. Whoa, can I make this rock work in here? Yes, there's a rock on the counter. And then up here, they will have just like a couple of things, like maybe some lemon. And yeah, that is your kitchen. Fully functional. I don't know where they dry their cutlery, but that's not my problem. Actually, no, that is my problem. I'm going to put the cutlery dryer here because it just makes sense. It's a bit of a weird place for a cutlery dryer, I must add, but I guess it's got to be done. Oh, they hate the way this looks, but they're just going to do it anyways. Perfect. Oh, I could put a trash chute in here. I mean, I don't know how that would work, but I kind of like the idea of something being on this wall. Stunning. We throw the trash into the chute and God knows where it goes. Anyways, that's your sitting room and kitchen, which I actually really love the vibes of these two rooms. I think there's something so beautiful about them. So now I just got to do the dining table, which honestly, there is not much room in this dining room. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So I guess I kind of want to keep this table, but something is telling me to do blue. Maybe we could do black chairs with this, or should we use the matching chairs? Maybe it's time that I actually use the matching chairs because the matching chairs that came with this kit are so fantastic. Oh, they're so pretty. I'm sorry. This blue is like a gorgeous, stunning blue. I think with a combination of some of my favorite objects, we can really create like a beautiful space out of this. I know the blue table is a bit much. I do like it. Maybe I'll make the legs of the table a little bit darker. And then I could, I suppose, make this room also quite bluey colored to match. I could kind of just run a little bit of the wall. I've also been kind of running with that idea that like these extra walls, a lot of them are just like wooden because it kind of does make sense. You know, like why would you just have this wall there? We don't know why it's there, but all we know is that it's made out of this lovely wood. There's so many new rugs. Like there's this one, banana tree rug, but is that the same one that I used here? It is. So where is the other new one? Oh, this one. Yes. Okay. Well, maybe we could use this one kind of like here at a bit of an angle to suggest that like, oh, we walk through this room. Oh my God, these swatches are gorgeous. Oh, maybe I could do this blue mirror here as well. Yes. Okay. Because this is technically kind of like a walkway, but what I do want to do is maybe use some more of these lovely plants. And actually, can we just go into all decoration? Because this also has got some beautiful items that you could put. Oh my God, sorry, I need to do that drinks tray. But this has got some beautiful items such as these eggs. So we can put them on the table. We've also got some harvest basket items. Yes, I forgot about this. I'm going to put the harvest basket like around here to suggest, oh yeah, we just harvested that ourselves. It's amazing. But then maybe, I love the way I just said these people don't cook, like they hate cooking. And then here I am creating this storyline that they grow their own food and obviously cook it. Like obviously they wouldn't do that, but you know what? It doesn't matter, okay? Here we go. We've got some eggs. We've got some beautiful like carrots in there. I don't know why they're like that. And maybe we also have got like this thing here. So like this table can be a bit cluttered. Oh, this painting would work really well here, but I just don't know how. I guess I could scale it down, or else I could do like a trio. We could do, oh my God, don't scale it up, scale it down. We could do, oh, a duo would work. We could just go like this. That's kind of interesting. And then I do want a little drinks tray. And what I have in my mind, one of you guys actually sent me that it is from the, oh God, I don't remember what kit it was, but there is a stuff pack that has this kind of drinks tray. And I believe it is functional. So that is really interesting. And honestly, just for that, I'd consider getting that kit just because I really love the idea of like a drinks tray like this. But look at this object now. Like that looks so fun. I wish that was like a functional object. But anyways, that is our dining room. So the one last room of the house we gotta do is do this bedroom. I don't know where my bed went. We've got a bathroom here and a walk-in closet. So maybe let's get inspired. What color haven't I used yet? We've got some yellow in here, got yellow in there, blue, green, brown, pink. I guess like we could do purple, but purple, you know me and purple. Okay, let me try do a lovely purple bedroom. I'm gonna go for, wait now. Oh, maybe like, well, that's kind of more pink. But can I use this bed and somehow make it work with some purple? Maybe we could do like that kind of purple. I really don't like these bedside lockers now. I mean, they are cute, but not like in this space. space. We could maybe just do like these skinny little wooden ones. Does these chairs have purple swatches on them? No, they don't. Of course they don't. See, this is my problem with purple. I just wish there was more swatches, because you guys always say like, oh, she's chickening out. It's purple again. I'm like, I'm chickening out because there's not many nice swatches of purple. Swatches and things like that are defo more so a personal opinion. But there just isn't much purple in general in the game, and that kind of does upset me a little bit because it's hard to make it work when I'm like struggling to find the things to help me to make it work, if you get me. But I want this room to be slightly more muted. I don't want it to be kind of crazy colored, so maybe we could just combine it with some wood. Yeah, something like this is kind of fun. Maybe I'll just add a nice purple rug here as well. Actually, there's an item that I found, this accent table. Where is it? It has a purple swatch in it, right? But does it come up as a purple swatch? No, it doesn't. Okay, so this is my point. Look, this item, I would like to say, right, that this swatch is purple. Maybe I'm seeing things, maybe that isn't purple in your guys' eyes, but that is purple, and it doesn't show up when you search for purple items. So maybe there are like secret purple items that they're trying to hide from me to make me look like a fool. But I swear to God, this is a lovely piece, and now I want to use it here, but I have no room. So I don't know how I'm going to make this work. I will use that one in the near future. Remember. I mean, forget. I mean, no, don't forget. Remember and remind me is what to say. I think for the purple rug, I am going to kind of combine maybe like this rug with another rug. How about you in just like a regular kind of textured pattern? We could kind of combine these two, overlay this one on top of it slightly. I mean, you know me with my obsession. I gotta have rugs overlapping each other. I don't have to, but I do really like it. Is that a bit weird? Yeah, probably, but it's The Sims, so who cares? Okay, guys, so this is my purple bedroom. It's kind of simple. I mean, I always tend to put so many random objects everywhere, but especially like if you think about it in real life, if you had this beautiful like wooden feature wall, you wouldn't put stuff on it. Like that would be the feature, but I always just tend to put so much crap everywhere. So maybe this is like a very zen space, because considering the room outside of their bedroom is like kind of messy. This whole house is kind of messy, so maybe they wanted to kind of chill. This is like our little walk-in wardrobe. And then I did like a black and white bathroom, which honestly is kind of like a dream of mine. I kind of want to have a really dark bathroom like this. So as much as I love, you know, like those blues and like the golds in the bathroom, that to me is like my dream bathroom. But anyways, I think now that concludes and completes my entire house. I don't really know what else to do. I mean, inside here, like I'm a little bit torn of why like even actually put stuff in here. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, the boiler should be here. Maybe I could just put like a couple of things in here. Maybe like the decorations box. I don't know, some random objects. Maybe this is like a little bit of like a storage space as well, you know. Other than that, I really don't know what else to put here. Like I was kind of thinking, oh, let's put a bike in here, but why the heck would you store your bike inside that room in the walls? So I just feel like there wouldn't be much in this room. It's a very, very random space. I'm not gonna lie. But the thing is, this whole house is a random house. Look at the size of it. It took me so long to build this. I'm not gonna lie. I really have enjoyed it. And remember where we started? We started with a domino, and then we've created this, and honestly I really love the way this turned out. Okay, I've just added a couple of objects inside here just so that we have something, but honestly this house, as I said, took me so long to build. So yeah guys, the one last thing I'm gonna do now is do a little tour. Well guys, welcome on into my every room. No, it's not even in every room. This is my domino challenge. I am interested in showing this idea to you guys, pitching this idea so that you guys can tell me if there's anything that maybe we can create out of this. I mean, we've got some interesting spaces, and I really enjoyed the fact that this made me think outside the box. It was boxes that we started off with, but because of the numbers on each tile of the dominoes, it forced me to create different types of rooms with the walls that I had to do. So I definitely think this was like a totally... Wait, did I just go through this door? Yeah, no, I did. Oh my God, I'm getting all confused. This is a totally different way of building, and I really enjoy when I'm not in control and I'm just telling myself to build with a theme or something in mind. Oh my God, look, we're literally in the walls. I think that is very interesting, and I love spaces like this that are maybe slightly a little bit more realistic. And I don't know guys, I feel like there is other ways that I could have taken this, so I'm interested to try this again, but I definitely just want your guys' feedback on what we can change. Anyways, there's something going on because I'm using platforms as well as glass ceilings, so just ignore it. But I do think that this space has turned out quite lovely, and I love the way this space looks as well, this little kitchen. And yeah, every room kind of has like a different purpose, and I think that's why with challenges like this, it really makes you think like, what other rooms can I create? Because I think with the every room is a different room challenge also, where you're like saying, oh, my office space will also be my laundry. You know, sometimes in real life, every room serves a purpose for a different room as well. So just because this is a hallway doesn't mean we can't just shove a desk in there. I mean, in my house, if I genuinely had to put a desk in my hallway, of course I wouldn't think twice about it. So I think this house maybe just has a little bit of like a manic feel to it, but at the same time, maybe these people have just been living here for ages. It's also kind of giving me like barn conversion vibes. Maybe this side of the house was like stabled or something in the past, God knows, but they've created something because they also have like a separate area. Or else you could also actually convert this into like a residential rental, where maybe you live on one side, like you live in the actual house, but then this side of the house you can also rent out to people because it has like almost a separate entrance. So I mean, there are so many possibilities, and this really does remind me of my tile challenge that I'm currently doing. So I'm hoping that at the very end of my one tile challenge, we will have a house that looks like this, because I think this looks really cool, and I cannot believe we did this out of domino pieces, and I'm itching to do this challenge again. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave you right here with my domino challenge. Leave all of your suggestions down below of what we can turn out of this challenge, because I will 100% be trying it again. And maybe if this sparked any other ideas for other games that I could be inspired by. I mean, it's easy to get inspired in The Sims. You just gotta get a bit wild and let the game control you. You don't control the game. Anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye!